Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I have the myGEKOgear Orbit 956 4K dual dashcam. This is a front and back dashcam. Now I'm going to go with a review, but stay till the end where I'm going to show you some driving footage. The one thing I like about this brand is they give you all you need to install the dashcam. They did a good job of gathering all the items you need to install the dashcam and start recording. Now this dashcam is a 4K at 25 frames per second. And the back camera is a 1920 by 1080p. Now it gives you enough information to get all the details that you need for like license plates and signs. Now the dash cams are 150 degrees wide angle lens. And the screen itself on the dash cam is a 3-inch screen, so you could play back your videos and you could watch them right there at the dash cam. Now this comes with the mini USB power cable, and the cable actually has a USB-A slot to charge any cell phone or any other device that you have. Now the dash cam is a fixed mount and cannot be adjusted. So when you install your dash cam, make sure to have the dash cam on while you're installing it. That way you get the level from the front of the vehicle and you're right above the hood. So make sure you get that, and that way when the screen is on, you can mount it at the correct location. Now this does come with WDR technology, what's also known as wide dynamic range. Now what this does, it balances all the lighting. So if it's too bright, it darkens it to give you a good picture. And if it's at night and it's too dark, well, it'll brighten up the image. That way you get a good clean footage. And of course, this one also comes with GPS logging. It tracks the accurate speed and location information from the dash cam when the car is in motion. Now, the dash cam will have the miles per hour and the driving direction on the driving footage. So it's right there, right where you need it. Now, this does come with time-lapse video, which captures the road trips in time-lapse format, recording the wonderful sights on the road. The dashcam can sustain longer operational period while reducing the file size. Now the files will be played back at a high speed when playing back. So if you're driving on a road trip and you're going a 2-3 hour road trip and you want to capture everything from the road, well, it can do that, but when you play back, it'll just be at a faster speed. Next, you're going to have speed reminder. When the driver's speed exceeds 65 miles an hour, the dash cam will beep at you to remind you to drive at a safe speed. Now, this is great for teen drivers, elderly drivers, or anybody else who just needs that reminder. So once you exceed that speed, those alarms will come off and will not stop unless you go lower than 65 miles per hour. Now, this you could set this to off or on. It's pretty much whatever you would like. Now next, which is I like this, is called driver fatigue alert. After driving for a long period of time, the dash cam will alert you to take a break from driving. So the alert could be in 1 hour, 3 hours, or 5 hours. Now when you exceed that time, the alert comes out to letting you know like, hey, it's time to take a break. Now this is a great tool if you're in a road trip with multiple drivers and you want to switch driving at a certain time. So you can set this to 1 hour, 3 hour, 5 hours, whenever you want to switch. And when the alert comes on, well, it's letting you know like, hey, it's time to switch. So that's pretty neat, and I like that there. Now, if you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for additional tutorials on this dash cam. If you're not new here, welcome back. Now, if this video has been helpful for you, please like this video as it helps the channel grow. If you are interested in this dash cam, I'll put links in the description down below. Next, we got G-sensor, also known as gravity sensor, that will sense any collision or drastic braking and will automatically lock the current video and will not be overridden by loop recording. Now, it also goes by shakes. If your car is driving, you get a shake. Well, what is that shake? Okay, a shake could be potholes, speed bumps, or hard braking. All that takes, the G-sensor will automatically lock that video, will not be overridden. Now, G-sensor and loop recording go hand in hand. The more the G-sensor locks files, the less space you have for loop recording. So this is very important, and when you set this, you can set this to low, medium, or high. And my recommendation is to set it on low. Now you could go back in 30 days to review your footage. If you don't have too many locked files, great. Now if you think there's something you're missing because you didn't lock that file, well, set it on medium. Either way, it's your preference, just as long as you have enough space for loop recording. And if you need more information on G-Sensor, I'll put a link in the top right for you. Now let's go into loop recording, because we just mentioned loop recording. Now loop recording it would automatically delete the oldest file to start recording a new file. You don't have to do anything. It does it all there at the dashcam. Now, in order to have room for your loop recording, there again, we just talked about, you got to be careful there's not too many locked files, because loop recording and G-Sensor go hand in hand. But I encourage you to watch the video in the top right. This will give you more information on loop recording. All right, next, let's go over parking monitoring. Now, you can set this to off or on. Now, this is designed to work when the dashcam is shaking during a hit and run event while your car is parked. When your car gets hit or shake, the dashcam will turn on automatically and start recording for 1 minute on the internal battery. Then lock that file and it will not be overridden by loop recording. While you use your dashcam, the car is running, please turn this function off. Otherwise, the dashcam will automatically turn on and off randomly. If you're driving, take parking monitor off. If you want it on to capture any incidents, put it on when you're parked. Now, in order to take full advantage of parking monitoring, you got to install a hardwire kit, and those are not hard to install. Now, if you need information on how to install a hardwire kit, I'll put a link in the top right for you. Because with the hardwire kit, you'll be able to capture everything while your car is parked. Next, let's go over motion detection. Again, if your car is in motion, turn this off. If it's not in motion, you could turn this on. Now, motion detection is a memory saving feature where it only records footage when motion is taking place. You should never drive when this thing is enabled. Again, we just talked about that. Motion detection is designed to be used for surveillance when your car is parked and not moving. Usually when you're not inside your car. When your car is parked and you want continuous surveillance, note the sensitivity is affected by many factors and within 9 feet. Another feature this dashcam has is license plate number. Now, this feature will allow you to insert your vehicle ID, driver ID, and stamp it into the video. So you can put the driver's name, you can put the license plate number, anything you want on there. So when you see the footage, you know exactly what you're looking at. And this is easy to set up. Now, I actually have a video coming out about the dashcam menu. And when it comes out, I'll put a link in the top right for you. So that way you got a step-by-step on how to set this. Now, another feature this has is exposure. You could adjust the exposure settings for either the brighten or darken the video when you're driving. So if you're a nighttime driver and you continuously drive at night, well, then you could adjust the exposure for that. Or if it's always during the day and you happen to drive towards the sun a lot, then you could darken this up with the exposure. It's your preference on what you want to do with this. Now, another cool feature this has is Wi-Fi connection. No need to hassle by manually taking out the SD card and transfer the information for GPS logging or just to review anything. You could do it all at your phone by using the app, the Orbit app. Now, make sure you subscribe to this channel and select all notifications, because again, I'm going to have that video coming out soon. So I'm going to give you all the information you need for this dashcam. This dashcam comes with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card for free that they gave you. So that is pretty awesome. Now, this supports up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card. My recommendation is to buy the maximum card, which is 128. This gives you more room for your loop recording and lock additional files from G-Sensor. Now, what you can do is use this 32 gigabyte micro SD card, put it in a bag or an envelope, put it in your glove box, mark it. So in case you need an extra one or for a backup one, you got one of that right there. Because if you're driving and you see an incident or you're in an accident and you want to grab that for evidence, you could put that in that envelope, then take out your backup and put it in there just for safekeeping. So with that memory card they gave you, all you have to do is install your dashcam and drive. It gives you everything you need to start driving and recording. Now let's put this dashcam to the test and see some driving footage. what you think. Is this the right dash cam for you? If it is, I'll put links in the description down below to purchase. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because again, I got more videos of this dash cam coming soon. If you have a question about this dash cam, leave them in the comment section down below and I'll get back to you. If this video was helpful for you, please like this video because I appreciate that from you. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe.